I do not have a cold open this week.
I don't know why you open up not having a cold open. Just go into it.
No. Because I want to preface this a little bit. These are two cryptids that I was semi-familiar with before all this from old television programs.
Ooh, interesting. So it is...
Are you waiting for me to say it, or are you gonna guess?
No, I was trying to decide if I wanted to make a joke or not, or if I wanted to actually guess, and I've decided to do neither. And I'm just gonna let you go ahead.
Let it hang there. So first, we're gonna talk about the orang pendek.
I mean, the orang pendek. That's what I was gonna guess.
You got it. Amazing.
Fucking.
Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
2 episodes in a row, just fucking out of the gate, splashing them.
So I am Levi.
I'm Zachary.
This is our Cryptids podcast, where we talk about not just cryptids, but also supernatural and ghosts and
there's
aliens.
no making out.
None allowed at all.
Unless it's with Roswell, our sweet little baby boy in the corner of
He's
the
over
couch.
there hanging out, just chilling.
Man,
Just chilling.
just big chilling.
He loves it.
Hey, what's the P on his little chest? So there's water, oxygen. What's P2?
What is P on the periodic table?
Don't know.
I have no clue.
Also, I don't think it's periodic because it's squared. It's not saying there's 2.
Yeah.
It's squared. What's P squared?
I don't know.
We'll figure that out between episodes. If you're in the chat and you know what P squared is, please tell me.
So the orang pendek is said to be a bipedal ape living in the jungles on the island of Sumatra.
Interesting. Now, where you said from like old TV and stuff?
Yeah.
Where's this from?
This was on Destination Truth.
Ooh, is there
That's
something
snow.
outside? Is it snowing?
It's snowing.
Cool. I'll gotta drive home.
Yeah. It won't stick. So it'll just turn into slush. Welcome to Georgia.
Yeah. Perfect.
Destination Unknown did this. This had to have been like 2010.
Okay.
They went on an expedition to find this
cryptid?
cryptid, because that's what they
Nice.
do. So this is in Sumatra, which is like Indonesia, Malaysia area. First sighting,
First one.
the 1300s.
Oh boy,
Yes.
that's an old dude.
So this is its height's usually between 3 to 5 feet.
Okay. Not as big as I was thinking.
No. It's for short, typically gray or black, but sometimes a reddish or honey color.
I don't know if I'd call honey a reddish color.
The name orang pendek translates to short person in Indonesian.
That's cute. I thought it was gonna be something orange.
So I got you a little photo.
Got me a little photo.
I got you a little photo.
Oh, he's cute.
Yeah, it's just a little. It's a little.
I've changed my mind actually.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
Kind of scary.
It kind of looks like like if you asked like a 4-year-old
Yeah.
who had never seen a monkey before to draw a monkey and then just put a skull on top of it. It's kind of
Yeah.
what it looks like.
So
It's kind of shaped weird. Kind of shaped like a animated Dr. Seuss character,
okay. Yeah, I can.
like a Lorax.
Yeah. It speaks for the trees.
Sure, never seen it.
It's a book.
I know that. I brought the reference up, but I have not read the book nor seen the movie
You've seen the TikToks though.
of the Lorax.
Yeah, he speaks for the trees, and for some reason the trees are speaking Vietnamese.
Oh no!
And then it just like cuts to like a war flashback for the person who's doing the quote.
I don't think
No?
I've seen that.
No, I'll find a good one and send it to you.
Okay. I don't
So-
know what side of TikTok you're on.
It's weird.
It sounds vaguely racist.
Um,
Or xenophobic, at least.
so it walks upright on its back legs. Is omnivorous, which is common for primates. What is uncommon is that it spends most of its time on the ground,
Interesting.
like
Just walking
gorillas.
around? Ooh, overtime.
like gorillas or other Bigfoot-like cryptids.
Nice.
Because pretty much all of the primates hang out in trees constantly.
Yeah. Makes sense. I would too if I could.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess I could.
Uh,
But I won't.
it's said to possess marvelous strength. Enough so to uproot trees and break rattan vines. Which are like the
thick
ones that Tarzan swings on.
I'll be honest. Forgot Tarzan existed. Was going to go straight to George of the Jungle.
Hey, I mean, both are actually pretty old, so.
Yeah. Oh, well, there's a new Tarzan. They just made a Tarzan
No, I mean
recently.
like as a reference point in time. Because there's George of the Jungle is a black and white TV show.
Maybe
the
I was
movies.
referring to the
Yeah.
Skarsgård Tarzan movie.
Yeah. I was just thinking about Brendan Fraser.
Yeah. What a person he is.
So this early reports was this is 1338 to 1353.
Okay.
John of Marignoli kept
I think
notes
it's Magnolia.
as he visited the kingdom of Sabah, which is presumably either Java or Sumatra.
Okay.
He said he seldom caught sight of them, but they would hide in the forests, and they do. What does this say? Sorry, this is worded weird. I don't know why I did that.
Boingo.
They do a great deal of work sowing and reaping corn and other things, and when traders go to them, as I myself have witnessed, they put out what they have to sell in the middle of the path and run and hide. Then purchasers go forward, deposit the price, and take what has been set down. So they'll trade with people in the area.
All right, that's kind of cool. I was
No.
about to say what stops them from stealing.
No,
and I've
but-
got an assumption that these creatures can kind of go ham on some.
Oh, yeah.
Some
Think of
people
a
bones.
chimpanzee. It's about the same size. 'Cause
Yeah,
we-
chimpanzees known to just destroy people bones
Yeah.
and faces.
Now there are several other ape-like cryptids in this area. So it's possible that this is a confused note with another from that area.
Yeah, makes
But
sense.
it's really weird, like looking at that section, because you're able to find a whole bunch of like Bigfoot style cryptids from
Yeah.
there. All right. So both locals and Westerners have allegedly seen the Orang Pendek. Some early Dutch colonists even reported reported sightings. Man, it's hard today.
Nice.
Many theories suggest explanations revolve around the myth, including the misidentification of an orangutan, which is, they're right size, except they like hanging out in trees.
Yeah. Those dudes get big.
A hominid or hobbit-like creature,
Oh.
or an undiscovered ape.
Oh.
With Sumatra being so densely populated with primates, it's possible that it's a possibility that an upright gibbon was mistaken for an orang pendek.
What's a gibbon?
It's a monkey.
Oh, okay.
It's not a monkey; it's a great ape, but it's
an ape.
It's like a chimp.
Okay.
Although the gibbon walks the way another
Yeah.
ape would, kind of thing, and these walk like people.
That's if I saw an ape walking at me like a person.
Yeah, with stuff in its arms, and it puts it down for you, and then it walks away.
There's no way I'm touching anything in that pile. Well, it's going one of two ways. Either I'm touching nothing in that pile or I'm taking everything because I think that I'm going to upset this ape.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a call that you have to make on the fly.
And if there's one thing that I'm known for, it's making calls on the fly in a scary situation.
The UK based Center for this has to be foreign, and I miswrote it. Foreign Zoology has taken 5 expeditions to Sumatra in search of the orang pendek. They have found hair tracks, heard vocalizations, and in 2009 had a sighting.
Oh.
The shape of the animal's footprints and recent hair analysis by Copenhagen University suggests that the orang pendek is a new species of ground-dwelling orangutan.
Nice.
So that's the closest that they've gotten to like this being a figuring out what a cryptid is, which is a fun thing for me always.
Love that.
Is like, okay, what actually is this? What's going on here?
Man. Still good?
Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. It kind of tastes like vanilla Coke
Oh.
because I bought a vanilla one.
Ah.
There are like 4 flavors of them.
Interesting.
But that's what I have on the orang pendek.
Okay.
I like bringing up a Bigfoot style ape
Yeah, of
every
course.
now and then because man, there's just so many.
There are so many. And I think part of the reason of that is we're stupid and we just see anything that looks like an ape and go, probably an ape.
Yeah,
And then someone's like, what if it's not? And we go, crazy person.
yeah.
It's an ape. Now shut up.
What if it's an alien? What if we're the aliens?
What if God was one of us?
Like Joan Osborne. What year is it?
Oh man, I've been referring to a YouTube video pretty much exclusively
Yeah.
for the past like 2 weeks, and it's that video of I can never remember his name. He was he played for the Blue Jays. It was just straight up like he was just a Japanese baseball player, and he had to exit a game like this was probably like 10 years ago because of like a cramp.
Yeah.
And they were doing an interview with him, and he was like, the interview was like, so like, how is everything? He's like, he's good. He does good.
Yeah.
And they was like, well, what happened? Just a cramp. Just a cramp. Well, what did you tell me that you could do for that? Bananas. A monkey never cramps.
Jeez.
So just all like for the past 2 weeks, just anytime I'm talking to someone and there's any just silence, just monkey never cramps.
Never crumbs.
Monkey never cramps. All day monkey eats bananas.
They do.
They do. And he's like monkey eat 2 bananas. And the interviewer's like, well, how many did you eat? And he's like, 3 bananas.
He already had a cramp. He had to get rid of it, and then the other 2 are to mitigate.
Because monkey never cramps. It's such a good video.
Oh.
I watched that and Cheeseoid last night. Have you ever seen Cheeseoid?
No.
Oh, dude. It's not good, but it just sticks with you. And like Dungeons and Daddies, Dungeons and Dragons podcast I listened to, like talked about it one day. They talked about it and they were talking about how like the video just sucked.
Yeah.
But all of them had seen it and just can't ever forget about it. So I was like, of course I'm gonna watch it. And now I think about it constantly. We'll watch it. We'll watch it after this.
All right.
Just let me. Don't. Whoa.
Whoa.
Talking's hard.
Yeah, it is. It's rough. It's hard to talk sometimes.
It's been such a week.
I gotta get rid of that. I do words good shirt.
Why?
That's a RH
Uh-oh.
t-shirt. Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I want to talk
Boingo.
about. Now we're gonna move on to number 2 here.
All right.
So this is also from that same show, different season. I don't remember when.
Okay.
They took a trip to Africa
Uh-huh.
to find the Nandi bear.
Now, this sounds like something I'm going to be a big fan of in concept.
So, which translates to devil.
Oh, not a big fan. I've turned around instantaneously.
Is the cryptid reported from the highlands of western Kenya in East Africa.
Okay.
It's usually described as a shaggy, slope-backed predator reminiscent of a hyena. And it is widely regarded as a composite hybrid, created by lumping together reports of other animals, but both known species and genuine cryptids. So some of the cryptids and folkloric beings united under the single name Nandi bear kind of thing. So this covers it's about a specific one, but a lot of other cryptids in the area get lumped into that same title.
Interesting. So wait, does Nandi translate to devil, or does Nandi bear as a total translate to devil?
The Kenyan word translates to it. It's because it's chemosit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Also, there's the other names are like the Mubende beast, which translates to bloody beast.
Booby beast. This is an adult podcast for adults.
For adults. So most cryptids will all disregard the core Nandi bear seen by William and Hikes as a single cryptid, although it is sometimes split into two separate cryptids as a hyena-like animal and a baboon-like animal.
Those are two pretty different things.
Yeah. Well, they both would have the sloped back from walking on all fours kind of thing.
Hyenas are scary, man.
So it's either a misidentified hyena, giant baboon, or a living short-faced hyena, which those are an extinct species of hyena.
Interesting.
There have been no reported sightings since the 1990s.
Okay, good. We got them out of there. They sound scary.
Because much of the alleged range that it lived in has been deforested.
That's bullshit.
And transformed into farmland.
Bullshit. What is this? Civ 6?
Here you go. Here's your picture of the Nandi bear. It's like a mean hyena.
Yeah, I don't like it. I thought it was gonna.
You were hoping for
I thought it was gonna be a cute little bear.
Cuddly bear? No.
Hey, that's a good segue into my episode.
Oh,
next week.
Excellent. All right. What other descriptions do I have here? You talked about deforestation. That's bad.
It is bad.
Don't do that.
Go plant trees.
Yeah.
We need them, and not that kind of tree. You delinquent.
For the audio listeners, he's spiking the camera. I don't have the button set up that zooms it in. I'm sorry. Those are some big snowflakes out there.
They are.
This is a momentous occasion because it's snowing in Georgia. Although regarded as a monkey by some tribes, eyewitnesses uniformly describe it as a shaggy animal, very similar to a hyena. Its size is consistently given as very high forward, which is translated, so that's why that's
sloped back.
Yeah.
Kind of, it sounds like.
It
kind of looked like a...
4 foot 3 inches to 4 foot 6 inches at the shoulder.
That's pretty big.
That's a big...
That's a big boy. It kind of looks like a hyena mixed with a saber-toothed tiger.
Yeah.
Body-wise.
So
that's big, though.
This other was it's roughly the same size as a lion.
I don't like that.
Yeah. All reports note the slope back from the front shoulders like a hyena. The head is said to be notably large, with an unusually large and powerful jaws and teeth, a stumpy bear-like snout. The ears are small and very short, rounded ears.
Like a bear has.
Yeah.
Very cute. Love bears with those little rounded ears.
The front of it is more heavily furred
Makes
than
sense.
the back.
For,
the back
for
is
fighting.
like almost smooth. And the color is like ginger brown to dark brown kind of thing.
Okay.
So we've got the earliest known sightings of the Nandi bear was made by Jeffrey Williams and his cousin with the Nandi expedition in 1905. Although Williams did not report the sighting until 1912. He reported seeing the animal was 5 foot high on both sat like a... What? Why is this written this way? I was having a time. It sits and when it's sitting, it resembles a bear.
Oh, that's
Like
very
sitting
cute.
on its, yeah.
Love that.
Before he could do anything, the animal shambled away in a like sideways canter, like a sidestep away kind of thing, like it's
Don't
keeping
like
an eye
that.
on him kind of thing. You ever seen like a dog like circle strafe you a little
Yeah.
bit? Yeah,
Especially when they want like their butts pitted.
yeah.
Just kind of shuffling around. Have you seen that girl on TikTok that's got a panther for a pet?
No,
Oh, dude, it's metal.
hell yeah.
Or yeah, like she put a video up of like her dad just like cuddling with it,
Yeah.
and her dad's just like petting the panther, and then just stops, and the panther just bares its teeth and just like wraps its mouth around the dude's thigh, and he goes, "All right," and just goes right back to petting it, and then the panther just put his teeth away and went back to just cuddling.
Gee, yeah, that's you don't have a pet at that point. The pet has you. Yeah.
like man, if you don't pet it for long enough, if
I saw a while back the guy who has a mountain lion.
nice, dude, panthers are so cool.
Yeah.
I've recently like gotten into like looking at panthers.
Oh no.
Not as a pet, I would be terrified, but just dude, there's something about like, just that black fur, just metal as hell.
Did you see the picture that Casey posted in our group chat? Mm-mm. On the trap camera at Megan's parents' house,
Was it panther?
they caught a picture of what was pretty much just a Black Panther.
Man, the civil rights movement's getting crazy.
But they're out like, what, I think they're,
I'd say if they're still living where she lived in high school, like I know.
no. They're not over there.
Okay.
They moved like an hour, like past from Nicholson, like an hour past Athens.
Oh, that's arguably worse. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's closer to me now.
And it's closer to you, but it's out they're out in the middle of nowhere.
I bet, yeah.
But it was like at the beginning of January, and then like posted a comparison photo, and boy, that's a panther.
Dude, that's metal as hell.
Yeah.
I'd be terrified. I've seen a coyote. We ever talk about how I saw a coyote?
No.
Yeah, when I lived with my mom still, there was one day that I was man, a lot of crazy stuff goes on in my mom's house. I was like going to work at unnamed sporting goods store, and like went to leave, and my dog was laying on like the inside of the door.
Mm-hmm.
And like as I was going, I was like, oh, it looks like there's something on the porch. I was like, it's probably just a reflection of Daisy.
Yeah.
Well, like turn the doorknob, so my dog gets up. I open the door a little bit. There's just a coyote laying with its back against the front door,
Cool.
just straight up laying back to back with my dog. And I open the door, and it gets up and it looks at me, and then it just calmly walks down the steps, turns around, and walks into the woods. And I was like, what is happening? I was like, everything I know about coyotes means that this should not have happened. And sure enough, they found a rabid coyote in the woods like 2 weeks later.
Yeah, yeah.
Could have gotten
rabies.
rabies.
Heck yeah.
Dude, that would have been fucking...
I don't think the shots are as bad as they used to be.
Can't come into my shift at the sporting goods store because I'm rabid.
Got rabies.
These deals down here are rabid. and also, so is one of our workers. And I'm just in the corner, just wide-eyed, foaming at the mouth.
You'll have to guess.
If you guess which one of our workers is riddled with rabies right now, you get one free plastic whistle.
We go to second overtime.
Ooh, an official review.
All right,
Hey,
where was I?
On a side note,
Yeah.
it's snowing real heavy
Yeah.
now.
It's like actually snowing. I would turn the camera, but like the white balance would just like
Yeah.
be blinding.
Just trust us.
Yeah.
It's snowing more than I expected.
Yeah. Which was none.
Yes.
So sightings continued into the 20th century, and around 1914, one was reported to have been killed
Nice.
after killing several villagers. Another example of the man-eating Nandi bear struck the same year in another Kenyan village where it killed a 6-year-old.
Good. I'm taking a hard stance against
Or it's
children.
against children? Okay.
I don't think that's surprising to anyone.
During the night, the animal tore down a tent and carried off one of the people who was hunting that one that killed the 6-year-old's dog. And it made, quote, the most awful howl ever heard, end quote.
Man. If we talked about this before we started recording.
Yeah.
I walked outside of my apartment last night at 1:30 a.m. and there were no noises out in the woods, but just the fact that I live
With
like,
some woods near you?
yeah, with some woods near me terrifies me. If I open my door and hear a howl,
Oh, yeah.
I'm moving out that day. Or I'm banging on those Mormons' door across the
Yeah.
hallway and like, hey, I don't know what you got to do, but this is it for me. So get me up there with the big man. Those dudes almost hit me with their car today.
Oh, jeez.
I was like walking to my car and they almost backed into me. And I was like, wow. Fucking. I'm not going to take a stance against Mormons because
No.
these dudes have been pretty cool, but they did almost hit
Except,
me
for,
with their
except
car.
for they almost hit you with your car.
Yeah. Man, I should have let them. I bet I could have gotten some money out of them. Or at least those board games they had the other day.
A couple years later, a, quote, giant hyena killed 12 cattle. And sometime before 1936, a settler in another town had been attacked by an 8-foot tall animal like a gray polar bear, which broke into his hut.
What?
Yeah.
Now, when was this? What was the time?
That was 1936.
Okay, all right. Locks probably weren't too heavy. For some reason, I was thinking this was like the 90s, and I was like, he just broke through.
No,
like
there
a-
hasn't been a sighting since the 90s.
I guess also he said hut, so
Yeah.
probably not a lot of deadbolts on the outside of a hut.
Yeah, and then in the 30s in Africa. Look at that snow.
Yeah.
Um,
Man, I'm supposed to go on a little bit of a road trip tomorrow morning. I don't think I'm going to be doing that.
I'll talk about the latest known sighting next. That'll be the last one before we talk about some evidence.
Ooh.
The latest known sighting occurred on a road running along the base of the Nandi Escarpment in February of 1998.
It was me.
An engineer and his wife saw it running across the road, and it was a big boy. That's the last sighting.
Dude, these people who just like see these huge things and just go, yeah, I guess I'll tell like my neighbors or something.
Yeah.
If I see a giant hyena, I am driving to Channel 2 News tonight.
Well, here's the thing here. As I move into evidence, that's
Okay.
a good segue. No less than 5 or 6 Nandi bear specimens have been shot over the years. all have disappeared upon being sent to either the London's Natural History Museum or the Corden Museum.
We got a bona fide conspiracy on
We got a
our
live
hands.
one right here.
We got a live
The
one.
materials that vanished include a skin and a skull, an entire specimen, an unknown amount of bones from 2 individuals, the skeleton skin and tracks and photograph of another. All disappeared.
Hey, we about to break this boy wide open.
We also have like a sketch of the footprint, which is, just like a
Well, it looks
big
like
old pad.
a yeah, looks like a bear's footprint.
Yep, sure does. So some explanations could be that it is a larger than usual spotted hyena.
Don't believe that for a minute.
The behavioral attributes are inconsistent with hyenas, though,
Yeah,
because the hyenas are scavengers and this thing's hunting.
yeah. Hyena's always laughing at stuff.
Yeah.
This one seems pretty serious.
He broke that man's hut
He did.
and took that
That's
dog.
not fun. I mean, it is kind of funny. It's not very funny.
But the captain who wrote about the initial thing said that it was talking about hyenas are so common around African villages that a villager confusing one with a Nandi bear would be like an Englishman confusing a rabbit with a fox. It's like
Ooh,
they're
that's a good analogy.
distinct difference.
Yeah. One is very small, laughing all the time. Other is very large, destroying people's lives.
He talks about how many of the sightings appear to be very different animals that they're just attributing, like we talked about at the beginning here.
Just that's the devil.
Yeah. The most notable of these are multiple sightings occurring in 1912, multiple times during the 30s, and which refer to the animal as a relatively small, with black fur, sometimes a pointed head. They suggest that these sightings are often, most likely, a honey badger. Which
I mean, he's supposed to be
which will
practicing for the Super Bowl.
Get out. Which sometimes turn entirely black and as they grow older and larger, which would make them, less distinguishable as a honey badger.
Yeah.
Alternatively, it could be speculated that it could be a larger subspecies of the honey badger.
Nice.
And then the last little thing here I have is in March 1913, is reported to a glimpse of what he thought was a Nandi bear. It was described as lightly built with a reddish-brown hair with a streak of white down the hindquarters. Rather bigger than a hyena with largish ears. From the description, they felt like he had seen an African hunting dog. It is also believed that it could have been some sort of mutated aardvark.
I'm not buying either of those.
There's so much going on with this guy.
Yeah.
I love it. That's my favorite part. Is that it's such a dense amount of information there. But it's a big, mean hyena.
Is a big, mean hyena. Yeah, that snow's really coming down.
Yeah, it is.
I got a little distracted.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Remember when I said it's not going to stick?
Yeah, it might stick, unfortunately.
Stick. That's all I've got on the Nandi bear and the orang pendek.
Well, I guess it's time to go to the check on the octagon.
Yeah, hit him up in the fight club.
Yep. Now that Jose Canseco has died. Hey, if Jose Canseco dies by the time
that wouldn't
that
be,
you're getting ready to post this, just
cut it.
that-
Just cut it. We'll just
that
cut
part
it
out.
all. Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Fuck it.
We've killed people before with our
Hey,
content.
don't
with
say
our
that.
with our content. With our content. We have talked about a celebrity and how they're probably dying soon, and then the video goes up, and then like a week later they die.
Wait, who?
I don't remember. This was a long time ago. Jake might remember though.
I don't remember this.
No, this was like 2013.
Oh, I thought you were talking about with
No,
the podcast.
no, not the podcast on the YouTube channel.
I was like, oh my god.
In old videos. I think 2 or 3 people we talked about died within like a week of the video going up.
Nice.
Yeah, it was like because Achievement Hunter was having their curse where they were killing celebrities on
Yeah.
accident with by talking about them, and then we started having that curse about different celebrities than them.
Man.
It was right in that, what was it, 2019, where all the celebrities died too.
Yeah. You heard it here first. Gamers killed celebrities. The great celebrity purge of 2019 was caused by gamers.
So we got to start fighting.
We got really?
I think
I'm very tired.
get you one of these Coca-Cola with coffees.
I have to take a lactate.
Yeah, you would.
I don't have any.
I think that the Warring Pendek is kind of a pushover.
Give me a little reminder of him.
So that's the orangutan that likes to make trades.
We have subtitles.
Oh, it auto generates subtitles on Facebook.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's so nice of them. Fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg had to pay for technology that just subtitled me.
Yeah.
Saying, fuck you, Mark Zuckerberg.
That's solid.
Jesse Eisenberg's better at your job than you.
Dang.
Called shot. Armie Hammer was in that movie.
Yes.
And he will be in no more.
So I don't think the Orang Pendek it is strong, but like it can rip out small trees. I can rip out small trees, and I'm
Yeah,
not
you
that
could.
strong.
You're a big beefy boy.
I'm just large. I'm not that strong.
All right, yeah, no, it kind of sounds like a pushover.
He likes to make trades, but doesn't want to be there in person. You know, keeping social
Kind of
distance.
shy. He's kind of like the caddy of the land.
Yeah,
All right, I'm happy with
yeah.
that.
And then we have the Nandi bear,
Nandi bear.
who is a big old mean hyena bear.
We'll definitely put him above caddy
Yeah.
in the one that you said that I can't try and pronounce. I don't know who he's gonna beat really. I mean,
I think he could take Spring Heel Jack.
that's the only one I was thinking of.
That's like where the bar sits at my brain. Is like, could they beat Spring Heel Jack though? And I'm like, probably.
To be fair, Spring Heel Jack I could probably get. I can't read that far. Watching a cool.
English anime, Animal Crossing. You
Oh,
rip
it's
out
Sydney.
your yeah, it's Sydney talking. You can rip out your trees. Yeah, that's
I'll
where.
put it above Spring Heel Jack. I think I could beat Spring Heel Jack.
Yeah, I think
mean, I know all
with
those-
45 minutes of prep time, anyone could beat Spring Heel
Yeah.
Jack.
I mean, I know those women didn't back in 1545
Yeah.
or whatever, and RIP, but I'm different.
Built different. He's just built different, folks.
You heard it here first. I'm built different. No, I didn't get so scared that I pissed myself this week. I don't know where you heard that.
No, you told us that when the cameras were off.
Fuck. Cut that. I don't want people thinking I pissed myself.
Yeah, no problem.
You know, I've got a real reputation of like, man, that man's got a real tight control on his bladder.
Absolutely.
It's all right, leave it in, whatever. Look, the maintenance person for my apartment complex was standing outside my door looking through the window at me, and it scared me, and I pissed myself a little bit. It's fine. It happens.
It's no problem.
All the cool kids piss themselves.
Yeah, you ain't cool unless you pee your pants.
Yeah.
That's what Billy Madison taught me.
I couldn't remember which character it was.
Yeah, no problem.
I always get that one in Happy Gilmore.
I could probably start from start to finish quote that entire movie.
All right, on this week's episode of My Neighbor Mothman, Billy Madison.
I think I've seen that movie like 400 times, probably.
I think I've seen it 3 times.
Yeah.
Maybe.
If it's on TV too, I'll watch it.
Perfect.
Oklahoma won.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wow.
Nice.
Poggers. We got to go to court now.
We gotta go to court.
Time to go to court. Put on your court shoes, your court hat, your court bow tie, because it's time for court. We're courting it up. Cryptid court.
Go get the paper.
I got to go get the paper.
You do gotta go get the paper. You made that whole build up,
Yeah.
and I was like, does he have the paper with him, or is he gonna get up in the middle of this? I would put the wig on. I would grab the gavel, but it's somewhere in my apartment.
Oh, yeah, you just moved, so who knows where that is?
Yeah. My cryptid court costume was not high on my list of making sure I had it on.
We're not going to run through this entire list of stuff on here.
No.
Highs. We have Puckwudgie to deal with.
Hey, we got to introduce cryptid court.
Oh, yeah.
This is cryptid court where we decide how terrible these cryptids are in human law.
Yeah.
I've studied all of human law. Got it memorized.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad you have that. Sydney, I can't figure... Hey, this is Levi. Just for some reason, the last half of our audio cut out for the last few minutes for Cryptid Court. I'll give you guys the updates there. Orang Pendek in at a 2 out of 10. And the Nandi Bear in at a 9 because Nandi Bears are vicious. Thank you guys so much. Sorry about the technical difficulties.